Like
the
60
sour
bars.
hit just never kills unless you DI out. And like, yeah, the sour hit's not amazing in this game either, but it's a lot easier to combo into the strong hit, and the strong hit feels stronger, and even the sour hit feels stronger. Like, they just juice that move for no reason. Anyway, there's no more Clarion on screen. This is... This is
We're
still...
back into Maypul territory. I think we're
Yeah.
going to be in Maypul territory for the rest of it.
Let's see, it depends on... Well, there will be a brief Maypul interlude if Astra loses this set.
That is true.
But either way...
But Astra is playing very clean right now, so it's looking unlikely. Like, we saw how Astra just kind of ran over Sky in the previous set.
Yeah.
But, Merp is certainly fighting back. We got the confirms. I think what's really going to matter, more than anything in this matchup, from what I can guess, is early kills. Both characters here are in prime positions to grab early kills. Maypul with the fair, and Wrastor with the up the off stage, but a lot of just setups in general.
Absolutely.
And whoever is hitting their conversions is going to win. That's my
Weirdly enough, despite Maypul being the type of character where it's like, I feel like she's one of the best in the game at killing off her stray hits. I mean, not something a lot of characters can do, but very fitting for Astra to just go and like tech chase into a down strong instantly.
Yeah, I want to say that was so.
Even though
Like,
I was
this
thinking
would've
about
went-
Mark.
it would've landed into down on the platform.
Yeah.
That's very good.
But I think a big thing with this matchup that I've at least felt in my experience is that I can feel like as Maypul, you're winning for like 90% of the game, just because I think Maypul has like a fundamentally much simpler and like more consistent neutral than Wrastor does. She doesn't have to worry about any, you know, like whether or not Slipstream's up, not really stuff like that. Like, yeah, there's Lily, but Lily's a lot easier to manage, I would say.
Yeah, that's true.
And also less important.
Non-variable position.
Yeah, like easier to manage and less important. However, it can feel like you're winning 90% of the time, and then Wrastor dash attacks you, and somehow he just kills you instantly. I don't understand it. I don't know if I ever will understand it, but that's something that Astra's gonna have to be mindful, because like we kind of saw in Merp's winner set, there would be a lot of periods where it felt like Emerald was kind of like running him over a bit, and then all of a sudden Merp would just like wake up for 2 stocks and completely obliterate you, and that's going to be even scarier for Maypul because she's a much lighter character.
That's true. He does kind of have the all or nothing. Although I do think it's not as prevalent as it has been in the past or previous patches. Because of, again, the nerfs. So we'll see. And Astra does have a pretty comfortable lead right here. Racking up this extra credit after that clean kill. Oh! Yeah, there's the up B.
They've been going for it all night, and finally, that's going to be evening up the game. Just like I said, it felt like Astra was in control that entire stock, and then just all of a sudden, down B, up B.
Yep.
That's that.
Not quite the position you want to be in with Astra, but I think if you are her, then you are still feeling pretty good right now, especially after that.
Thank
the last
you very
hit
much.
of Wrastor neutral B.
Astra is very much in the lead right now. A lot of ways to close out this game has maintained the stock lead the whole time.
Merp is trying to get into a position where he can hit that perfect reversal.
And we're seeing a bit of that right now. The dash attacks and the up tilt. That is Astra in the worst situation in this matchup.
Oh, no. Almost hits that up B tech chase. So scary. But that up tilt almost killed on its own.
Okay.
Alright, perfect.
Very nice feel like there was an easier way for Astra to win that, but you still hit the kill confirm and it looked kind of cool. So
yeah. I feel like she could have even done like up B there.
Right? Like I thought it was gonna be. So the thing is, I saw the tech chase and I thought it was gonna be like a down strong, and then I saw the down tilt. I'm like, oh okay, so probably an up B, and then I saw the nair and I'm like, okay, hold on.
I mean, if it works, it works.
Absolutely, that is the important thing. And yeah. I guess, you know, Tempest, you would be a favorite of Merp because we're seeing it this set as well. Oh, that's scary.
Yeah, that up tilt on the ledge into the down strong.
Yeah.
That's always a scary thing to see from Wrastor.
I will say that
if you don't die from it, like, you're gonna take a lot.
Yeah, I think that is a significant part of why this matchup has such a, like, oh, everything's fine. Oh no, it's not fine. because really easy for Wrastor to just suddenly throw you right down to that bottom blast in.
I like the implementation there of the Wrastor ledge special. That's a very, very good way to punish people on the stage while Wrastor is talking. Very strong move.
Fortunately, not going to be nearly as powerful when it's being used to kill, like, you know, across the stage like that. And there you go, missing the attack.
Yeah, a little surprise down smash.
This is just like a sheer reversal of the last game so far, but it feels like Merp's taking that first stock with a very comfortable advantage.
Yep. Oh my god, just looping these throws into the dare on the instead of the up smash texture. Interesting choice there. I guess maybe there wasn't enough space in the smash because of the platform right beneath. Would have been tight. Oh, nasty, nasty up B. That's always the scariest thing about Astra.
It's one of them for sure. Yeah, Merp looking phenomenal this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Complete reversal. Like, he's just running all over Astra.
We're kind of already seeing a bit of what I was saying, where even last game, yeah, there was like a bit of, you know, Merp would kind of wake up and take the stock really quick. This is what that looks like on an entire game scale.
Yes. He drank the coffee. The monsters in his hand.
I mean, honestly, with this skin, I feel like, yeah, we're drinking more like a Monster or a Red Bull, to be honest.
The prime energy.
I was gonna say Bang, to be honest. That was the worst. That was the one I could think of. But
yes, Wrastor has to have his lunchly and prime energy every day.
no.
Otherwise, you can't wake up.
Honestly, I feel like, cause like you can't see it on stream, but Merp is using like the Lover's Wrastor icon, and it's like, like in game, and I just.
I love the Lover's Wrastor.
It really is. It really does have a bit of that. Yeah. No, it's a good icon, if a little little evil in some ways. Regardless, Merchant.
I think the evil like is the appeal. Alright, we're gonna get the special pummel chase. I think like I feel like you almost can't afford to mash out a normal pummel against Wrastor because the special pummel is just so good in every scenario. Like, obviously there's still the mind game and like the warping of first reward around it, but
right. It's a weird.
I feel like I'd almost never risk getting hit by it.
Really? I guess I just like haven't seen Wrastors who really make the most advantage of special pummel, because like I think it's a neat special pummel, but I've never been like overwhelmingly blown away by it.
I've seen those, like especially like Shadowhawk, for example. Like Shadowhawk is very scary without using
yeah. And I believe Merp is in Shadowhawk's region, so he know all about that.
That is
not
true.
sure if that necessarily means he can like bust it out on a moment's notice, but
I've played them both in various New England's online tournaments. They have their own like region lock practice they do in Tuesdays.
yeah.
Astra making up for the last game, taking this early stock lead.
Absolutely.
Merp not quite able to get those confirms, like the whiff up strong, whiff up. Gotta secure that kill, or it's too late.
That's like I feel like float, like you know, a lot of people are like do get frustrated playing against floaties in this game, but we're definitely seeing some of that. Like you can just kind of up air a lot of the floaties forever as Maypul.
Oh yeah.
That move is monstrous.
Oh yeah. I know the feeling. Let's see. I feel like we're in F-tilt tether territory for Astra, so
yeah, for
really
sure.
has to make this one count. Yeah, you see Astra just like waiting, but that bear is gonna kill on its own.
Yeah, I didn't actually think that was gonna kill, but honestly.
Yeah, I feel like I've hardly ever seen this big bear do, but it does have like a surprising amount of knockback. I guess that makes sense. But Merp going into this third game, full stock down. This is a tough situation because you gotta just like be as on point for your confirms as you were in the past game. It's not your kind of pick. and you've kind of been, the other person's kind of adapting. So I don't know if you're Merp here, like it's a tough situation.
Yeah, checking. Like we kind of saw a lot of Astra just like running, like holding forward at the beginning of the stock, and kind of ate like 60 for it. He's playing a little bit slower and a little bit calmer now, and that's already kind of gotten Merp like near kill percent at the very least, if not at kill percent.
Yeah, exactly. Like 30-40% after the tether. You're dead.
Ooh,
okay, finally hitting that up air shield.
Yeah.
Very nice. So just gotta keep it up. Gotta hit that like elusive kill. But bear into Heather. That is tough.
Gotta say, I'm a little surprised that one in the Galaxy, but
I feel, yeah, I feel like Maypul tether doesn't as often. It's a little strange. There has to be like a 5-degree angle or something for DI you could maybe hit.
yeah, I don't know. That's just how it is sometimes. And I mean, not for nothing, it is a few percent later in this game than like when you actually die, but still.
Right. I'm interested in this stage now. We've already used up Tempest. So what is the Wrastor counterpick here? I'm curious.
Yeah, I think it's really gonna depend on what the bans are from Astra.
Yeah. We're just waiting for Merp to be ready with it. Probably thinking. I think from reading chat, I think Merp misreported, so makes sense.
Well,
in any case.
Let's see. Let me fill this in real quick. Usually I'm streaming and not commentating, so I like try to fill it in as it goes with like acting and everything. But
you're doing a good job. Taking the burden. The burden of Atlas. Holding the tournament up. Alright, we're gonna go to Forest, which is a very good Wrastor stage. This makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I tend to bend this one. Let's see, Astra starting out strong though, despite it being Ferp's counterpick. Ooh, gearing up for that F smash, but that up B gonna go right over Astra's head. Land him safely on stage. Not out of the woods yet, though. Literally.
Oh. Okay, the Nair is not going to kill, but it comes really close.
Yeah. That was probably like right next to the side blast. Oh, this is alright. I was filling it up the confirmed.
I was thinking
that
of
was like a dangerous position. You're thinking of class? Yeah,
I was thinking of path, yeah.
But this is like, okay, that was a scary offstage position for Ferp. Now this is gonna be scary. Next time he goes off stage, no question. Astra's just waiting for an opportunity here.
Yeah, oh god.
Oh, with a shield break!
Yeah, I was gonna say something. You gotta stop shielding eventually. You gotta pop a roll or a parry or something, but...
Yep, and Ferp wasting no time to confirm with BA.
Are you calling him Ferp on purpose?
Oh, Ferp, fine.
I was gonna, like, say something, but I'm like...
The issue is, like, there's another New England player called Ferp that I also have played. So it's easy to mentally confuse the two.
Yeah, no, it's understandable. I was just like...
Okay, anyway, Merp.
Yeah. That one. In any case, getting the up air, but not really leaning into much. It can be tricky. Like, if you hard DI out, sometimes you do just kind of get the one, and you have to, like, back off or try to find another aerial.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Astra's lead from earlier this game has kind of evaporated, but ooh, maybe making that up.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately Merp did get the first stock, I believe, but Astra's doing her best to call this back, and definitely putting up a good fight. Like, by no means is she out of this game.
Yeah, absolutely not. Like, Maypul does have kind of the kill timer. Just once Merp gets to a certain percent, like, if there's tether on him, that's it.
Exactly. You gotta have the mark up though, which right now there is no mark on Merp.
Yep.
Could potentially prove to be a problem unless that fair kills.
Yeah, Lily's a confirm in her own right. That
Real.
was very clean. That was very, very clean from Astra. Just converting that Lily into the fair. Just reacting perfectly.
Yeah, and initially I found that stock fast enough that the percents weren't too far initially. That was like a clean 50% and counting from Merp, and it ends in a scraw.
Yep, that perfect setup. Very clean.
Yeah! I'm stoked.
Alright. I think the bans were like Rockwall and Hodojo.
Yep.
Hmm.
I know you play Maypul. What stage would you go here?
What stage would I go? Let me
Yeah.
think.
I'd guess like... Oh, yeah, I was about to say, like, I'd guess Fire Capital.
I don't actually intentionally go to Fire Capital as much as Maypul, but I do think this is a very valid choice.
Oh, yeah. I do think
Yeah.
Maypul really likes the big stages a lot. Like this, Harbor, obviously, since we've seen Lone.
Yeah, I mean, the Harbor is its own can of worms that I don't really want to get into right now. But I will
that's
say,
its own thing.
not what I would pick. I'd probably have picked like a starter or something. But I do think that this is a very smart pick against Merp, because Merp is one of those players where he's not always, he doesn't always have his pedal on the gas fully. And Fire Capital's a really good stage if you want to be just picking your battles. And Merp's a player where, yeah, I think you do want to pick your battles very carefully.
Yeah, absolutely. It gives him more time to just like take it slow, find the confirm where he needs them.
Yeah.
Although it does give Maypul more their speed. Just weave.
Well, this was
great.
Am I stupid? I thought this was Astra's pick, right? Yeah.
It just like it's not like horrible for either like character. I think.
I mean, it's not. No, I don't really think there's a stage where Wrastor is like terrible. Oh, look at. It's stuff like this right here when you need to have that space to like run back and like just try to get Mark on Merp.
Yeah.
But like Fire Capital is gonna let you do that more than anywhere else.
Absolutely. I think like also I think a tech that Merp needs to be doing. I do this all the time, but when a Maypul plants really on a platform like that, one of the best things you can do is get underneath it and immediately short hop and then air dodge down.
Yep,
Then
triangle
it
mash
triggers it. Yeah. That's an essential tech for playing with Maypul, especially one who plants slowly on platforms regularly like Astra.
Yeah, fully agree with that. I don't really look out for it as much in this game, at least when I'm like commentating. But definitely when I'm playing, yeah, because that's very similar to how you would deal with it in Rivals 1. It's even better in Rivals 1 because that also gets rid of Mark.
Yeah, I guess that's the only way. That's one of the only ways. Because like you can't hit Lily in the game. But yeah, I feel like if you don't deal with Lily in that way, she becomes kind of a ticking time bomb. Because that opens up, like, if you have Mark on you, then if Maypul grabs you, you are just dead. Because she will throw you into Lily, and then hit a smash attack, and then you die.
Spooky. Yeah, Astra almost got a kill there from a very similar situation, mind you. Just, the stage splash zones are a little too big, didn't quite work out. And this is where it's terrifying because you have to keep hitting those attacks over and over and over again until there's just this brief moment of opportunity. And
yeah, I think she even, like, on the bottom there, I think she ended up too far from the wall to tech initially.
Maybe.
Like, just, she was a little bit more distant from the wall than she was the first time, so timing gets thrown off. even
Yeah,
if
and
you die
that-
properly.
I suppose that is kind of like the inverse, like the danger of picking this stage is I kind of did say, like, it gives you some, you know, room to, like, run away if you're worried about eating a big punish from Merp and to, like, keep mark on him. But it also means that there's a lot more time for things like that to happen.
Yeah, for sure. But game 5, last stock, each percent. I feel like we've seen this a lot, actually.
We've seen this a lot, and that's the thing, we saw this last stock, and it seemed like Astra had it, and then Merp just kind of hit down strong.
Yeah, but it
So-
seems like we've talked about Merp waking up, but it seems like Astra is activated right now, like racking up all that 100%.
Yeah, Astra, I mean,
Reaction.
undeniably playing really well right now. Trying to back everyone way too high, though.
Yeah, but that's fair. I think Wrastor. Oh no!
Yeah.
Not enough jumps. That is going to do it. Astra taking it 3-2. Very close.
I'm still
That
here.
will be that. Very, very close set. Really could have gone either way, but in this case, we're
Alas.
gonna have more Maple. So, about that Maple break.